Hey guys, welcome back to Blooming on the Bayou, and once again we're at the LSU AgCenter Botanic Gardens at Burton, and this place is a garden lover's dream location. Did you know that the LSU AgCenter has a program that can help you learn more about gardening and give back to your community at the same time? In this month's Blooming on the Bayou, we're going to learn all about the LSU AgCenter's Master Gardener Program, and we're going to tell you how you can find a location that offers the same program in an area near you. Well, joining me now to talk a little bit about the Louisiana Master Gardeners Program is Ms. Mary Tozan. And Mary, you are one of the past presidents of the East Baton Rouge Parish Master Gardeners Association, which is very active and very involved. Tell me a little bit about the background of what Master Gardeners is.
Master Gardeners started back in 1994. So far there have been about 3,500 Master Gardeners trained in Louisiana. The purpose of the program is to assist the ag centers, the land-grant colleges around the country in providing services, education to the general public.
Tell me about some of the educational parts of it that you go through. I noticed we talked about that they're in class right now.
Right.
And so you learn about
mostly from the professors at LSU, which is wonderful. It's like the stars are giving you the content of their most recent research, and there's specialists in each area. I never knew that there was a specialist in grass, for instance, in insects, ornamentals, vegetables, soil, all sorts of different things that each of the LSU professors specialize in. Professors as well as other people come in and discuss their particular specific content area. So you learn a great deal in the class, but that's just the beginning. That just scratches the surface. You really learn once you start implementing. So in addition to the paid staff at the Ag Center, we volunteers have been trained with research-based information to go out and supplement the work of the county agents. Once a person goes through the training, the volunteer, the student, commits to 40 hours of volunteer work in the first year and then 20 hours of volunteer work thereafter to remain an active Master Gardener.
Okay, so when we talk about all of the volunteer activities that you're required to do as part of the Master Gardener Program, tell me about some of the different areas in the community that you guys go out and serve.
We will go out to schools and manage school gardens. So we have a library series of many of our Master Gardeners will do short presentations, and there's usually 2 a night for the general public. In addition to that, we do plant health clinics. Those every first Saturday at the farmers market downtown. We'll do a plant health clinic, and then at various nurseries where our people will go sit at a booth, and it's an opportunity for the public to bring in their broken plants, their diseased plants, their yellow plants, right, whatever, or just any questions, and we have our plethora of research as well as trained staff who will help them figure out. Every volunteer activity is not only a service, but it's an additional learning opportunity. So the more we do, the more we learn.
Well, you sound like that you're extremely passionate about this program. How did you get started in this?
Oh my goodness, that's a good story. After I retired, I took the class at La House. My purpose was to learn how to quit killing my plants. And Dan Gill, who is a wonderful, wonderful horticulturist, got up in front of the class and said, if you're not killing plants, you're not gardening. So the biggest lesson I learned is to just accept it. It's going to happen. But we still, of course, want as much knowledge as we possibly can to reduce that, but it is a natural part of plant life.
I love that quote because that is true. You're not doing anything if you're not, it's part of life.
It is, it's part of life.
We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the other benefits of the Master Gardeners Program, including y'all's plant sale, which is a big fundraiser. So stay with us. Welcome back to Blooming on the Bayou, and we're at the Botanic Gardens here at the Burden Center, and I have another special guest with the Master Gardener Program. That's Kathy Mayer, and Kathy, you're in charge of the plant sale, which is a big program for the East Baton Rouge Parish gardeners. Tell me all about it.
Well, the program's been going on a long time. The plant sale started way before I got here, and it will end way after I am here. And it's been going on for as long as we've had Master Gardeners out here. You can talk to some of our more experienced gardeners who've been with us a very long time, and they will tell you that they had these plant sales in their own homes before they actually moved out to Burden. And basically it's to raise funds for all of our programs in the community. Every year we put on this plant sale. It's ended up to be a huge endeavor. I mean, by the time we start usually in early fall, like around at the end of September, beginning of October, and we go 6 months until we have the plant sale. And in that time we are raising plants, taking cuttings, getting them in misting, rooting them, putting them out on the shade yard, then into the greenhouses to keep them warm enough. And it is just one huge work effort on part of all of our Master Gardeners. And we do very well. The plant sale is a huge moneymaker, and the people in the community seem to love it. They look forward to this plant sale because you're going to get plants you can't find in the nurseries.
Right.
You're going to get plants that are kind of rare. You're going to get plants that you know will do good here because they are growing here. They're grown right here at Burden Gardens, and they just tend to acclimate a lot better to the climate.
You mentioned that you guys start in October. It's not something that you go pick up some plants from a wholesaler and you sell them in March. Tell me about how it's an educational thing for the people that are involved in Master Gardeners too.
Well, what's really great about it is you start with these little cuttings off of plants, and then you stick them in soil and they go into misting until they start forming their little roots. And then as they get big enough, we bump them, as we call it, to a little bigger container, and then they get bumped again to another container. And the reason that it's so educational is because you can take classes until you're blue in the face, but that is way different from actually doing the process and learning. I mean, it is just a complete difference. And I've learned so much because it seems just like children, each plant has its own way of wanting to grow. So they don't require all the same things. Some like a little drier, some like a little wetter. Some don't like misting at all. They want to just be out on the shade yard and just let them do their own thing. And you learn that through the years. What I love about it is the people. I mean, you can do all the plants in the world you want, but if you don't have those wonderful people around you, that is what's exciting. And I've met so many great Master Gardeners.
That's what's going to be my next question. You must have been able to read my mind, is what was your favorite part of it? And so you like dealing with the people as you're growing the plants and creating a product to sell to customers.
Right, I like the people. And that's what keeps me being a Master Gardener, because you meet some of the most wonderful people you've ever met in your life. They are very generous of spirit, they have a great empathy for others, and they want to do whatever they can to help you. This is not something you find everywhere, so it's really great.
So, well, we've missed the plant sale for this year, but tell me about when the 2020 plant sale will be.
It's next March 21st. So mark it on your calendars now. Plenty of people already have, so.
Okay, and if you're interested in joining the Master Gardener Program, we put a link on our website, twilatv.org, to where we'll give you all the information and information on the plant sale. And you can also, you guys have a Facebook page, correct?
Yes, East Baton Rouge Master Gardeners Facebook, and there's also Louisiana Master Gardeners Facebook page.
Well, thank you, Mary, thank you, Kathy, for giving us all of this information. You guys have a wonderful program. Thank you so much for sharing this with Blooming on the Bayou. We'll see you next time on Blooming on the Bayou. Again, to learn more about the Master Gardener Program, visit our website at twilatv.org. And while you're there, let us know what you'd like to see featured on next month's Blooming on the Bayou.
Looked like y'all had a good bit of fun out there.
It did, and it's a great program. If I wish I had some extra time to participate in it.
Yeah, the Master Gardener Program can be a little intense.
It's very, you learn a lot, and it's a lot of community service hours that go into it, but it's a great program. Well, that does it for this edition of TWILA. Be sure to join us next week when we'll take a look at how all this wet weather is affecting harvest for most crops and planting for sugarcane.
Until then, you can watch all of our stories online at twilatv.org, and be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post all of our stories there.
For all of us here at TWILA, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.